Welcome to today's video, where we're going to explore an interesting topic in the world of Swift programming. Have you ever tried to use certain emojis in your Swift code, only to find that it throws an error? If so, you're not alone. Many developers have encountered this issue, and it can be frustrating when you're trying to add some personality to your app with a fun emoji, but instead, the compiler complains. In this video, we'll dive into why Swift throws errors for certain emojis, and what's behind this behavior. So why does Swift throw errors for certain emojis? To understand this, let's first look at how Swift handles strings and characters. In Swift, a string is a sequence of characters, and each character can be represented by a Unicode scalar value. However, not all Unicode scalars are created equal. Some scalars represent valid characters that we can use in our code, while others are reserved for internal use or are invalid. When it comes to emojis, they're represented by a range of Unicode scalars that are outside the usual ASCII character set. While most modern devices and platforms support these emojis, Swift's compiler is more conservative when it comes to accepting them as valid characters in your code. The issue arises because some emojis are represented by multiple Unicode scalars, known as surrogate pairs. These surrogate pairs can cause issues with how Swift encodes and decodes strings. When you try to use one of these problematic emojis in your code, the compiler throws an error because it's unable to properly interpret the character. For example, let's consider the emoji A. This emoji is represented by a single Unicode scalar value. However, some other emojis, like or A, are represented by multiple surrogate pairs, which can cause issues with how Swift handles them. To illustrate this further, imagine you're trying to write a string that contains one of these problematic emojis. The compiler will complain because it's unable to properly interpret the character. However, if you were to use an emoji like hequi, which is represented by a single Unicode scalar value, the compiler would be happy with it. So, what are the from this discussion? First, Swift throws errors for certain emojis because of how they're represented in Unicode and how the compiler handles them. Second, not all emojis are created equal. Some are safer to use than others. Finally, if you do encounter an error with an emoji, try using a different one that's less likely to cause issues. That's it for today's video on why Swift throws errors for certain emojis. If you found this explanation helpful or have any questions about how to work with emojis in your Swift code, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on programming topics. If you've encountered an error with an emoji before, share your experience and what you learned from it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.